Whether it be about McMahon, WWE, or money, Mercedes Mone is always running her mouth, and once again, she is running her mouth about the fact that Raw will no longer be running 3 hours. Welcome back, guys, to Fog Wrestling. WWE Raw is heading to Netflix. It's going from 3 hours to 2, and pretty much everybody that I know, that I talk to about wrestling, which is a very limited group, because wrestling isn't cool anymore. But regardless, anybody I know talking about this Raw change is happy about Raw going from 3 to 2. Everybody thinks this is going to make the product better and that the show might actually be half decent once you cut away an hour of the crap. But one person that doesn't think that, one person that doesn't believe going to 2 hours is going to help, is none other than Mercedes Moné, because she believes it's going to hinder the women and they're going to get less time to tell their stories.
Absolutely, and you look at Raw, 3 hours is killing it. If you flip the shows right now, Raw is already smoking SmackDown, in our opinions, so imagine you flip it, make SmackDown 3 and make Raw 2. To me, it's going to be night and day.
Not only would Raw destroy SmackDown in the quality, but I know it won't really count, but in the ratings, see if Raw on the USA Network wasn't that see if you didn't have that third hour, Raw would actually be doing decent ratings. Well, at least a lot better than what they're doing now.
Yeah, in the context of what you're looking at now.
I mean, Raw's probably losing about... See, when you add in the third hour, you could probably take about 200,000 every week and add it to the Raw rating if that third hour didn't exist.
I think Mercedes Moné should just stick her beak elsewhere, man. Triple H, he'll cry himself, he'll wipe his tears with the money that he's getting for Netflix. Don't think he cares.
Yeah, I don't think he cares, but the CEO, Mercedes Moné, she certainly cares. She was on The Breakfast Club for an in-depth interview. During this, she explained why she believes Raw going to 2 hours will suck. She thinks it's gonna suck for the wrestlers. Mercedes Moné said, quote, "I think that sucks for the wrestlers. If you lose a whole hour, that's a whole opportunity of performing in front of a live audience and in front of millions watching at home. But I think just the move to Netflix is so huge for them that they're going to gain so much more opportunities in many different ways. I think it's great for performers to get more opportunities, especially for the women. We're only given 5 to 8 minutes, so we need that extra hour. We need that time to tell a story." End of quote. You know what? I think the women's story should have finished when Cody Rhodes finished his story. I'm sick of this women's movement, and you know what? That's probably the only thing that I prefer under the Triple H era. That I do believe per match, per minute, there is less women on the shows than men. Because I know for a period it almost did feel like 50-50 around maybe 2022, 2021. But now I do feel like we're getting less, which for me is great. But then again, you look at NXT, it's almost like you're getting more.
Mercedes Moné doesn't have a clue what she's talking about, right? You look at the history of wrestling, 3 hours pretty much was one of the final nails in the Nitro coffin for me. It just is. 3 hours is a lot harder to book. I mean, listen to everyone talk about it and listen to the problems that it caused. And then you look at Raw, right? Back in the day, when wrestling was great, right, at its peak, I'm not saying Nitro under 3 hours was gash, by the way, but seeing you look at Raw and SmackDown in the 90s, 2000s, during the eras that we all love and, we all hold on this pedestal, they were all 2 hours. What stories couldn't they get across? I'll tell you why they can't get stories across now. 1, because they're shite, and 2, because fucking the matches. There's no need. See, Raw, but Raw's 3 hours, right? And see Triple H, he could probably make Raw 4 or 5 hours with the length of the match. It's ridiculous. See, when they lose this art, all you gotta do is cut each match in half. See these throwaway, damage control against Pure Fusion Collective? There is no fucking need for that to go like 14 minutes. That can go 4 minutes.
Mercedes Moné thinks that if you cut the time, the women can't tell their story. What story?
There is less stories than ever before. Look, fucking back in the day, man, you had like millions of people on the show with their own storylines, and they got like 5 minutes. The Diddy people got like a minute, and it still progressed week to week. No, it pisses me off beyond belief, man. These people like Mercedes Moné pretending they know what they're talking about. They don't have a fucking clue. Oh, some people I know in WWE are going to get less time on. Aye, they've had 3 hours for 12 years, and wrestling's never been fucking worse.
Yeah, what have they accomplished? If 3 hours is so important, Why aren't these people good? If they've had this extra time, what stories? I'm sick of this. Oh, the story in the wrestlers don't tell stories anymore. I mean, they don't even tell stories outside the ring. Never mind in the ring. Well, no. What stories do you get in women's match or any match in general? To be honest, it's just slow, methodical, boring matches. And you know what? I think Randy Orton versus Gunther was one of the worst matches I've ever seen. I'm not gonna.
I absolutely buried it. You seemed to love it at the time. Well, retract love, but I mean, you didn't mind it.
Gunther Randy Orton.
You said it was alright.
No, I didn't. It was boring as hell.
Hey, Gunther, I got to throw you through the announce table, the tent. No, what is it with the Randy Orton spot of like the... What do you call that move? Like the not sideways slam, like the throwaway slam?
Onto the table?
Aye, what the fuck is that?
No, I remember when a table spot used to actually... Oh, that was a big move. Randy Orton does... That's a signature move for Randy Orton. He does that. He does that in every match.
Yeah, it's like a barricade spot, man.
And how shite does it look when the table doesn't even budge? And look at the distance that they're falling from. Randy Orton's, about 6'4". He's lifting them up maybe to about 5 foot in the air. And then the table's already like 3.5 feet high or something like that.
Yeah.
So, I mean, realistically, it's a minuscule drop. That just looks so pathetic, that move. Honestly, man, I don't see... I remember when he was doing it to the Singh brothers or whatever, and it was like, yeah, fair enough.
Yeah, but
you can get height on those guys because they're small, but...
Look at TV shows, look at movies, right? Look at the greatest movies of all time. Yeah, I mean, maybe some of the greatest movies of all time have a longer feature length, but, you know, I don't understand. They have... It is the longest running weekly television show, as they always like to point out, man. It is 3 hours. You get 52 shows a year.
It won't be next year.
It won't be next year. No, but you get 52 shows a year, 3 hours, right? For anyone that can't do math, that's 156 hours right there of television a year. And wrestling, if there was ever a time to produce the best, you know, the most compelling stories, surely with the extra hour, you should be able to bring something extra in. It's like, it's ridiculous. Mercedes Mone, it's pathetic. Fucking stay in your own lane. I mean, you were a part of the 3 hour Rose. What did you do?
Pathetic.
You know,
ridiculous.
You handed in your titles with Naomi and cried like a little bitch. Oh, they're not booking us. No, man, 3 hours, 2 hours. You could give them
Take that back. Those tag team titles are credible. Oh, they're credible.
Oh, they're so
Jade
good.
Cargill and Bianca Belair. They're important championships.
Oh, they're incredible. No, man, I'm actually just sick of this. 3 hours. See in the Attitude Ruthless. People seeing their matches, they got everything they needed to in like 4 minutes.
I want to know what stories she's talking about. What stories are told in matches?
No, but it's fucking funny, man. You've got the Wyatt 6, right? That's been going on for like 4 months, went nowhere. Cody Rhodes against the Bloodline is just dragged out pish. Randy Orton and Kevin Owens teaming up, it's just been a thing for the past couple of months. You look at the Viking Raiders against American Alpha, not American Alpha, but who were the Viking Raiders? Was it the New Day? Who were they taking? American Made? Is it American Made? I don't even know what they're called, man. No, oh, come on, it's fucking pish.
You happy now?
No, I'm not happy because it's a disgrace what's happened to wrestling. How did it used to be great with 2 hours, but suddenly 3 hours is not enough? Oh, you can't go back to 2?
Right, well, I would like to know what Mercedes Mone is talking about, saying that this is less opportunities, they can't tell their stories. I don't see any stories in the matches today. So whether they're given 5 to 8 minutes or whether they get an extra, 5 to 10 minutes with the extra hour, I'm not seeing stories. I hear that all the time. Oh, we tell our... That's what a lot of things that the wrestlers say today about the lack of storylines and the lack of characters. They say, well, this era's different. We tell our stories in the ring. What stories? You ain't telling shit.
Like bedtime stories,
I mean,
man.
It's just a bunch of flips, a bunch of moves, a bunch of no-selling. These people are trying to say they tell better stories than Shawn Michaels, Kurt Angle, Undertaker, the better storytelling in the ring than those guys. They wouldn't know how to fucking tell a story, man. It's just move after move after move. It's bullshit. It really is. So, yeah, Mercedes Moné, she's pretty much the only person that I've seen come out and say this is going to be a negative effect. I think pretty much everybody can agree that if you look at Raw, there's some decent stuff on it, but there's a lot of shite on it. If you take an hour away from Raw and you don't remove the decent stuff and you only take away the shite stuff, then that alone, even if you don't add anything better to the show, if you take away 1 hour of crap, that's going to make the 2 remaining hours better, just for the fact, just because you've took the crap out of it. You know what I mean? It's like, if someone's got 10 litres of poison in their body, and you might not have the antidote, but if you can drain, 5 litres, it's better than nothing.
No, I agree.
That's the way Raw is right now.
Where's the story with Carmelo Hayes and Andrade? Just match after match. Oh, you should stick to packing fries, boy. I mean, alright.
But they tell their story in the ring, apparently.
No, look at Karrion Kross in the New Day. That was the example I was trying to think of. I mean, where has that went since Mania?
Yeah, but I'm not even on about it. I'm on about she's talking about they tell stories in the ring. What stories?
Well, there's no stories in the ring. There's no stories outside of the ring. It's like, look, everything's so dragged out. Look at the Rhea Ripley and the Liv Morgan stuff. That has been going on for months. CM Punk and Drew McIntyre has been going on since last November.
I'm glad you brought up CM Punk, because he's also had his say on what he believes is going to change when Raw goes to 2 hours, when it goes to Netflix, and unfortunately he thinks absolutely nothing, which is disappointing, because that would tell me that he thinks Raw is currently good, and I can tell you right now, right, it's far from being good.
CM Punk's an ass kisser. See the guy he stood up against 12 years ago? Oh, the corporate... He is right up Triple H's arse, wheeling Larry about, man, a fucking stroller.
Oh, he's missing a suit.
No. Punk, how about you have children instead of fucking pushing a dog around that looks like a big bag of shite? I mean, see if it was a normal dog, I can half accept it. But a stroller? What are we doing? Oh, Jey Uso, I've never felt a reaction like that in a building. Look at this. What about you when you defeated Cena at Money in the Bank 2011? Oh, does that not eclipse Jey Uso winning a fucking Jobber IC title?
The guy's a loser on NXT. Oh, Roxanne Perez. Anyway, quote, this is what Punk said. Quote, from the product, I don't think you're going to see much difference than what it is now. We're pushing boundaries a little bit here and there. I just want to temper people's expectations, because I think there's a section of the fan base like, oh, they're going to go to Netflix. There is going to be full frontal nudity and swearing. That is absolutely not the case. I think we've learned from the Attitude Era that you can only do that for so long before you try to outdo yourself every week, and then it just becomes bad television. End of quote. So what you're better off doing, Punk, is you're not better off trying to outdo anything. You just do the same shite every week. Don't try and...
Forgot Austin and Rock whipped their balls out every week and tried to outdo each other.
Yo,
like Duke Johnson.
What is this gimmick, right, with full frontal nudity and sweat? See, actually, there wasn't that much swearing.
No.
There really wasn't.
No. See this? We're trying to rewrite history. We are trying to act like the Attitude Era wasn't the greatest thing of all time. We're trying to pretend that the ratings were good, but the product was shite. That's what they're trying to tell us.
Yeah.
It was a different time.
Oh, we can't do that. I mean, we've already seen the Attitude Era. Once you try and improve, then you create shite product. I mean, what the hell?
No, you take out Jacqueline, right, showing her tits at Fully Loaded, and you take out Sable, and Jerry Lawler marking it in the ring in the brand panties. Wait, does that automatically make that makes it shite? Who cares? No, honestly. Oh, swearing. SmackDown was PG.
That stuff was just like a little bonus, man.
What was the most extreme things they swore about?
Honestly, but you take Sable and Jacqueline and stuff at the Attitude Era, and it's still the fucking greatest era, hands down.
Yeah, but see this? No, see it? No.
Let's not pretend like they were huge contributions.
You repeat it week after week and it becomes bad television. No, I'll tell you what becomes bad television, Punk. You, McIntyre, repeating the same shit since fucking April because your views and your clips are pish.
Pretty much.
See Austin Rock, they didn't throw each other off a bridge every week. See Austin McMahon, there was the Zamboni, there was the Corvette, there was the gun, 316, the thing in the hospital. See if you just repeat the hospital for 52 weeks in a row, it's going to get stale. And talking about a bracelet, talking about a decrepit dog, talking about whatever else, my wife. I'm sick, but this is CM Punk just becoming an ass kisser, man. He's sold out. I'll accept it. Maybe he's realised that, I've burnt a lot of bridges. There's no point me stirring the pot here in WWE. I'm in my mid-40s. Let's have one last run, make a bit of dough for a cash out. I get that, but he's became the thing he hated, in my opinion.
Yeah, the thing he claimed that he wasn't, the thing he claimed he was going up against in 2011, 12, etc. He has become that. Punk did continue though. He said, quote, "Every once and again you can push the envelope. I think what you're going to see, in difference of what the product is now, I think there are still going to be commercials on Netflix. I'm not 100% about that. But we might be able to fudge it to where it's not during matches. You're going to see maybe some play with the format of the show. I'm not 100% sure on all that. Content-wise, I don't think you're going to see as much Rhea Ripley wants to come out there and talk like an Aussie and drop a C-word here and there. I don't think you're going to see that." End of quote. So, what Punk's basically saying is, the big change that he thinks we're going to get in Netflix is that they might no longer take commercials during matches. And for me, honestly, that's probably the only thing I can think of that would make Raw worse. That we're going to have to see these long matches, we're going to have to sit through them. We don't even get a commercial break to save us.
See, when you watch wrestling, right, back in the day, and I'm sick of remember when, right, but you know what? See, each time there was a break, it ended on like a semi-cliffhanger. It was like, oh, what's Bischoff going to do next? Oh, how's Austin going to just... Austin's next. Or, oh, the Dudley Boys against the Hardys tables match up next.
They're walking, they're coming out. They're next.
See, now, you know, it's Gunther's got fucking Sami Zayn in the headlock, or, you know, Sonya Deville's about to tag Shayna Baszler. Can she make the tag?
We'll find out after the break.
And you come after the break, man, and Shayna Baszler's got Io Sky in a fucking headlock. Brilliant. Oh, aye. And they wonder why they lose ratings. Was that good television?
Gunther's got the bear hug, got locked on Sami Zayn. Can Zayn manage to break free? We'll find out when we return next. I mean, it's fucking shite, man. Punk, what a sellout bastard. Anyway, Punk, Mercedes Mone. Two people that I'm losing a lot of respect for. And I didn't have much for Mercedes to begin with, but I'm losing it. Anyway, guys.
It just seems like all this, like, you know, rewriting the past, it's almost like one fuck you to Vince McMahon. Isn't it?
Yeah, but you know what? When you think about it, they're also burying the entire career of Triple H and Shawn Michaels, aren't they? So, like,
they are, but I feel like it's more on the product rather than the wrestlers themselves. And I mean, Triple H wasn't really responsible for the product in the 90s and the 2000s. I mean, that's McMahon's forte at the end of the day. But I mean, for Punk to come out and say it was bad television if you repeat it over and over again, it's bad television isn't the highest ratings.
Yo,
that is ridiculous.
I would rather watch one Attitude Era show on repeat for 52 weeks straight than watch Raw 52 different episodes now, because you get the same shit on Raw anyway. So I may as well be watching something good for the Attitude Era on repeat, because all they do is repeat the same crap now.
Yeah.
Oh, Punk's going to be there a promo. McIntyre's not here. Next week, Punk's not here. McIntyre's going to do the promo. Oh, what will McIntyre do next week? How will he react? Punk's not there. Next week, how will Punk react to what McIntyre said last? Just coming out and talking shite, saying nothing, a bunch of nothing.
But, you know, I can half understand the logic of, oh, it was a different time, you know, the world has moved on. See, if you want to say that, fair enough. But see, Punk actually coming out and say it was bad television, that's fucking rubbed me the wrong way. Because it's not. That's a blatant lie.
Yep.
If you want to argue it's a different time, go ahead. Yes, it is. The world's completely pissed compared to what it used to be. That's not a lie. Triple H is talking truth there.
Yeah, no, at least when Triple H says that, what I think Triple H truly means is, look, it's unfortunately we live in a world where we can't do what we did in that Attitude Era without, you know, repercussions. That's what it feels like when Triple H is saying it. It's almost like he wants to acknowledge, yeah, you know what, that era was great, but we can't do that anymore, sadly. But for Punk to come out and say, oh, it was bad, and try to make it that it was worse than today, and that's fucking bollocks, man. That's what that is.
I mean, ratings ain't everything, but they kind of are. And I mean, when you compare the highest rated episodes of Raw for like 99 to 2024, I mean, you're about 10 million off. 10 million viewers are one out the window. Like, that's incredible.
Garbage, guys. Absolutely garbage. Anyway, CM Punk, best in the world, my ass. That's it. Till next time. Peace.